How's it going, everyone? Coach Montgomery here. This is the first video, and hopefully it should be kind of a short series just to give you a couple drills to do in the backyard with a little bit of pointers as well. As the summer comes to a close and the fall starts, I know we're not playing as much organized lacrosse, but there's still plenty of opportunity to get a lot better in your own backyard. So maybe you can take a couple tips from some of these drills, or just improve what you're doing when you're messing around in your backyard. But I hope you guys enjoy. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions you have. Thanks. Alright, so as you can see, we have the net set up, and then we have our yellow cone at the 5x5 marker. So again, the 5x5 is 5 yards off of the net, and then 5 yards above goal line extended. We use this as a kind of like a vocab word a lot because it's a good spot to shoot from. Because your defender's really worried about defending the top side, and then you can go underneath, but either way you have a pretty good angle. So we tell a lot of attackmen to get to the 5x5 and then see what the defender gives you. So in this instance, the drill we're kind of practicing here is a question mark where we go up, top side, we get the defender to overcommit, and then we turn our direction, change hands, comes downfield, all right, and get the shot off on the net. To execute the question mark correctly, you need to do a couple things so that your stick is protected and you can get your hands free. The first thing is you have to really drive topside hard. So as you drive topside hard, you're getting the defender to commit and come upfield. That means his hips are turned, his momentum is going upfield, and he's really committed to stopping you from scoring with your left hand. All right? If you walk to the 5x5 or you don't drive hard, the defender doesn't have to defend you hard. And trust me, he practices defending from the 5x5 just like we practice shooting from there. He'll be able to kind of hold you off. You got to attack topside hard and get him moving, get his momentum going before you change hands and turn the other direction. When we do change hands and turn the other direction, there's going to be a couple small fundamental issues that we need to make sure we have in the, that we're doing the right way. So the first thing is our lead foot. In this instance, my right foot is going to be the foot that we stop and plant on. All right? And we're not going to change our hands until our head turns and we can see our target. That natural hand delay right there is going to really protect our stick and keep it between our shoulder blades when we change hands. So, when you're in your backyard just messing around, you can walk through these question mark steps or these rollback steps and get a lot better at doing this in the heat of the moment. So I'm going to come top side, all right, I have my stick in one hand, I get my defender to commit, I step hard with my lead foot, I turn, I keep my stick in the hand I started with, in this instance my left hand, until I can see the net, and then I'm going to switch hands back. I'm going to get my stick up and ready to go for a nice opposite pipe shot, if possible. Alright, so another thing you can do to improve in your backyard this fall is work on your footwork when you're shooting. One thing we don't get to talk a lot about at the youth level is how our feet are supposed to be set before we take a shot. So I'm a right-handed player, so when I go to take a shot with time and room, my arms are up, my elbows are out, alright, and I know to step into the shot and kind of let my momentum follow forward. But where you see a lot of kids kind of mess up is how their feet shuffle before they shoot. So what I want you to do in your backyard is work on what's called the X step, alright? So I'm a righty, so that means my right foot, as I bring my stick up to shoot, is going to go behind my left foot like this, okay? It's kind of awkward at first. It takes practice. But if you can get in the habit of stepping here like this, and then shooting, your whole body's going to be much more aligned with the motion, and you're going to get a lot more out of your shot. So when we go to take that X step, all right, our arms and everything are going up while our foot is getting cocked and going right past our other one. Okay? You're always going to take that cross step with your strong hand foot. So I'm a right-handed player, that means my right foot's going to be my X step. As I step in, all right, my feet cross, and the whole thing follows through. Again, it's not going to be pretty at first. It's not going to make a huge difference in your shot at first, all right? But when you get older, this is going to be a huge part of timing every bit about your body and getting everything lined up so you can shoot as fast as possible. Another tip too is whenever you shoot in your backyard, start with the balls on the ground. Okay, don't start within your stick. You want to pick it up, take that X step, all right, and follow through to the goal. While we're at it, another couple quick shooting tips. Your elbow should be flared out and you should be kind of kissing your shoulder. You can remember that as kiss the shoulder, hug the fat lady, okay? So we get our arms out, shoulders fanned, kissing our shoulder, our step and our arms kind of work together, and then we follow through with our head finishing to the net, okay? And that's another small thing you can do when you're playing in your backyard this fall to hopefully improve your lacrosse ability for the spring. So again, when we do that X step, make sure you start with the ball on the ground. All right, scoop it up, get your foot behind your lead foot, and then follow through with the shot. All right, so this is the last mini drill I'm going to show you guys today. It's just like a variation of scoop and score, but it has a couple key elements to it that if you focus on will improve how you do in the games. So I just put a couple balls over here, a little bit behind GLE. I have my net right here. And basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to kind of run full circle and come flying around through the ground ball. It's very close to the net, so once I pick it up, I have to get it ready right away and get a quick shot off on the net. This is nice because it makes you a little bit of a closer player. It gets those skills ready for like a quick pick up and go. It also reinforces ground balls. It reinforces ground balls with speed, and then it reinforces that urge we all have to put the ball in the net, right? We often get the ball, you're right in front of the net, it gets a little bit hectic. This gives you some of that muscle memory. You just pick it up and you dump it right in. So naturally this one involves a little bit more energy, but it's a good one for the game. So you're just going to scoop through and just put it away right away. All right, imagine the game's on the line. And as always, have fun with it.